Hello, everyone. My name is Parker Wilson, and my topic of discussion for today is why I believe that compulsory voting should be made a law in America. Now, what is compulsory voting? Compulsory voting means that every 4 years, we as a country would have to go vote for the next president of the United States. Now, I would reason that this is a necessary step that we need to take to make sure that we can get more people interested in politics and more people knowledgeable about what is going on in politics. We have the largest amount of college educated individuals in the country of any point in history. And we have information readily available at our fingertips in the form of our cell phones. I believe stress needs to be emphasized when it comes to the polls. Not enough people vote in America. In 2016, 55% of eligible voters voted in the 2016 election. So that means that about just over 25% of eligible voters of the population in the United States decided who the most powerful man on the planet was going to be for the next 4 years. That seems insane to me. It should be the entire country that votes. In 1876, this was the highest turnout ever recorded, and it was 81% of eligible voters. So we had that in 1876. That was when people had carriages and rode horses. But we as Americans that drive in cars can't seem to make it to the polls. I don't think that's right. Why can't we have high voter turnouts in the modern era? I believe that a greater understanding of the will of the electorate will be reached if we enforce compulsory voting. Now, what is the will of the electorate? It means the population will have more of a say in who gets voted in. I believe too many people do not vote, and so their voices are not heard by politicians. Politicians don't care about the opinions of people that don't vote, and that's just a fact. So if everybody votes, politicians will pay attention to everyone. I don't think that we should encourage people during elections to go vote. That was a part of Obama's campaign in 2008, and it was a part of Hillary Clinton's campaign in 2016. Which also seems ridiculous because why is part of their platform get out and vote? It seems pretentious and also like they expect to win in the first place. Flatly, politicians should not have to ask people to go vote. They should already be going to vote. I think the key to maintaining a healthy relationship between parties is making sure that centrist people in America have a voice. And if those centrist people that are apathetic to who becomes the president went out and voted, we would have more centrist presidents to choose from, more centrist candidates to choose from, because they would pay attention to those voters. Compulsory voting may be seen by some as an infringement on rights or downright unconstitutional because you're being forced to vote. However, I know that voting should be viewed as a civil duty and less of a right. We should understand that voting, especially for the president, is a big deal. and that we need to take part in that. We, as Americans, have an obligation to understand what our representatives are doing in order to ensure that the country and its people are protected. Just like jury duty or taxes, we are part of the greater United States political system. And so we should take an active role in that system. I think compulsory voting could be attacked from both sides. This isn't a partisan issue. It's not Democratic and it's not Republican. Either side wouldn't like it if that 50% of people that aren't voting go out and vote, because it would totally shake up who becomes the president. Nobody would know. So that's why I believe it hasn't been made a law, because politicians don't care. As long as they listen to those people that are screaming the loudest, then they've done their job. And I don't think that's right. I think a politician needs to represent the country. And I don't believe in this political system we have that they're able to do that. I think that decreasing voter apathy and increasing voter turnout is the key to having a healthy political system in the future. I believe that this will help encourage political discourse that is healthy and not toxic. It is not people screaming on stage at each other, calling each other names, because we've seen that in the past. However, I think there is a way for the United States to move forward in a healthy manner that is not going to injure the country. And I hope that sometime in the future, we will at least consider this. Or try to encourage people to go out and vote, maybe through some type of national holiday that lets people off work so that they can go vote. My sources are Full Participation by Sarah Birch, Compulsory Voting, Party Stability and Electoral Advantage in Australia by Malcolm McCarris, Electoral Engineering and Cross-National Turnout Differences, What Role for Compulsory Voting by Mark Franklin, U.S. Trails, Most Developed Countries in Voter Turnout by Drew DeSilver. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I'm Parker Wilson, and goodbye.